Great. Today we will work on language. Don't get your notebook. Comparing with adjectives is the class. Comparing with adjectives. You know that adjectives describe nouns. One way they describe is by comparing people, places, or things. To compare two people, places, or things, you add ER to the adjective. To compare three or more, you add EST. One person. My brother is tall. Two person. My brother is taller than my brother. Three or more. My father is tallest of all. I want you to copy these rules on your notebook, okay? One syllable adjective. You add ER or EST. The adjective bright, brighter, brightest. Adjectives that end in E, you drop the E and add ER or EST. Safe, safer, safest. Adjectives with a consonant and Y. You change the Y to an I and add ER or EST. Busy, busier, busiest. One syllable adjective that ends with a single vowel and a consonant. You will double the consonant and add ER or EST. Flat, flatter, flattest. Some adjectives with two syllables and all adjectives with more than two syllables. Use more or most instead of ER or EST. Careful, more careful, most careful. All adjectives, when you are talking about less instead of more, use less or least with the adjective. Brave, less brave, least brave. This is activity number 1, okay? Which form of adjective do you use to compare two people, places, or things? Which form do you use to compare more than two? We have angry is the word that describes. To compare two, we will write angrier. We change the Y to an I and add ER. To compare three or more, you will write angriest. So you have to write the three forms in your notebook. Strange, stranger, strangest. Helpful is of two syllables. More helpful, most helpful. Red, you double the consonant, and all, you just follow the rules. Write the correct form of the adjective in parentheses to complete each sentence. Roberto is the artist in my family. Now we have the word that's a clue to identify that is comparing more than three. Family is all the members in the family. So Roberto is the most talented artist in the family or least talented. Okay, I want you to write the adjectives on red, please. Art is the subject of all to me. Enjoyable. It's a long adjective. So you will write more enjoyable, most enjoyable. My time is when I am painting. Right here is not comparing, it's just describing. My happy time is when I am painting. My new poster is large. Okay, we have the clue word than, that means it's comparing to. The lettering is blank than in the earlier poster. Than is lettering red. You will double the consonant. Is that the blank drawing Maria has ever done? We have to close the, and ever. Okay? It's superlative. Now let's go to our workbook clues, page 75. Comparing with adjectives, okay? Remember, we have a box, you have a box in your book. Great, greater, greatest. Nice, nicer, nicest. Easy, easier, easiest. Big, bigger, biggest. And important, more important, most important. You will write the correct form of the adjective in parentheses to complete each sentence. Mozart's story is one of the in music. The is a clue. The strangest. He was one of the composers in the world. Youngest. He was blank in music than in other subject. Music, other subject. More interest. Few composers had blank training than Mozart. Than is comparing to. His operas are blank than many other operas. Than is your clue. Mozart's latest days were the of all. Okay? It's superlative, comparing three or more. Now, use preferring marks to correct six incorrect adjective forms in this television review. Pay attention, identify the adjectives, and identify the clue in the sentence. Mozart, the man and his music. Last night, I watched one of the finer television shows ever. We have two clues, the and ever. And the adjective is finer. It's incorrect. Write the correct form. The show features the life and music of Mozart, one of the great and brilliant composers of all time. We have two clues, the and all time. And we have two adjectives, great and brilliant. Okay? You have to use the form greatest and most brilliant. Mozart made a bigger musical contribution than most composers, but his life was one of the sadder and shorter of all. The all. So sadder and shorter are incorrectly written. Fortunately, much of his music is lighter and cheerful than his life. Okay? Lighter is correct, but cheerful is incorrect. So write the correct form, please. And right here, we have three pictures. I want you to see that they are difficult. The word that describes is difficult. When we compare to the first one with the second, we say that it's more difficult. But when you go to the last picture, you may say it's the most difficult of all. Okay, so I'm gonna help you with this one. You have to draw. You have to draw here and write. I'm gonna draw first a big circle. And the adjective is big. And on the second one, we have to draw a bigger circle. And we may say that this is bigger than this one. So you will write the word bigger because it's one syllable word. We double the consonant in our ER, bigger. And we will draw the biggest circle of all. Biggest, okay? And you have to write the word using the correct form of the adjective. You double the consonant and add est. Biggest, okay? So you can write any two adjectives you want, like beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful, like small, smaller, smallest, and green, greener, greenest, whatever you like. You have to draw and write the adjectives, okay? And remember, believe you can, and you are halfway there. And we're almost there, guys. See you soon. Goodbye.